Hello, my very good people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are hearing me from. This one is live with Mazi Ekpa. I mean to say, all right, you need to hear him out. I love listening to him, honestly speaking, and I know you do. But then before that, there's a prophecy about him, and that is why people stopped fighting him. If you're still fighting Mazi Ekpa, oh God, you are fighting fire. You are directly fighting the God of Biafra. You will lose out, seriously. No matter who you are, it doesn't matter. Fulani are even afraid of him. They would have preferred to hold him than to hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I tell you the truth. This guy is bringing another dimension, as they say, as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it. Please let's listen to him, and then I'll be right back with my comments.
After 1 month and some few days, Malami announced that Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped and then brought to Nigeria and taken to court. I nearly died. If not for a little, I would have by myself commit a crime, do something that could have caused problems. So I began to question God. I didn't eat for 2 good days, 2 whole days. I was bitter that I didn't go out. I cancel whatever agreement activities I have with anybody. I was indoor, crying and said, God, so you asked me to do this, and after doing it, the next thing, the Exodus couldn't work. The next thing is kidnapping him and bring him into this nation. And you know, I don't supposed to be into this. Even if I belong, I will do it secretly. Talk less of coming to show myself in this way. So now the third night, I also slept without food to continue. Then by 12, the Lord spoke to me. He appeared and I asked a question. How manage, Lord? Where are you? Is that the reason why you asked me? How can you give me assignment and the assignment to go opposite? How? So I was asking the question in that revelation. Then the Lord spoke to me. He said, I permitted it. Listen to this language very well. Whatever language I'm using here is how it was right from the beginning. I permitted it. I said, permitted? I said, for what? He said, yes, I permitted it that I might use it to deal with Pharaoh. As I sent Moses to Egypt, that I might destroy Pharaoh. So I sent Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria to destroy the sister, that I should watch out. Then I was a little bit relieved. I asked another question. What about his flocks? So I would like you to be quiet and listen very well. If you are a DOS supporter or DOS member or whatever, please listen. I asked, what about his flocks? And the Lord told me, his flocks? I said, yes, sir. He said, I want to show to the whole world how rotten the flocks were. I will show it to the whole world. So I became devastated again. I was confused again. He said, but I will raise a man for myself. Hear it so that if you are fighting, know who you are fighting. So that you don't keep fighting God and think you are fighting man. He said, I will raise a man for myself with spirit, blood, and heart. These 3 languages is unchangeable up to death. With the spirit, blood, and heart of Joshua, who will carry on the agitation until when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released and Biafra will be declared. That is what the Lord says, the Lord of hosts. Then I wake up. I tap my wife. I said, go and give me food. Go and give. He said, what happened? I said, the matter is settled. The Lord has spoken. I am completely okay. She stood up at the middle of the night, bring food. I took my bed, I ate, and I slept. And I became more happier. I even start telling people that this is what God has said. That led me to the social media. If not so, I don't usually go to social media to join this type of talk and all that, because all is for me. and I am for all. So along the line, at the 10th day of that event, my wife doesn't believe in anything. My wife doesn't accept any of this. It seems as if talking about Biafra is destroying the church, destroying the body of Christ, which we have built for so many years, and all the rest. I said, no, our freedom is bigger than whatsoever. We will continue when the freedom is done. After all, our message, every message of Christ centered on freedom. So you can't be in bondage and claim you're a free man. So 10 days interval, the Lord spoke to my wife. And tell my wife, he said, go and tell your husband to activate the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Okukano. My wife woke up, began to ask herself, what is her business into this morning? My wife tapped me, said, honey, see what the Lord told me, and I am confused. Who is me? What is my business into this? I don't believe this. Why? I say, yes, the Lord will have involved you. Go and tell your husband. That means it has been our collective prayer point now. So immediately, I call so many men of God who are still on this platform and be quiet. They know. Call them, say, please, this is what the Lord has said. We should activate the unconditional release. By then, this unconditional release have never been made public anywhere in the world. Because by then, Lawyer Jumako have not appeared. So later, we began this program every Wednesday. From that day to date, every Wednesday, we fast, we pray. I decide not to make it an online something, so that we don't know who is who, and the person go and report you, and then you are being tracked. So the men of God, those who agree, will continue. And I continue in my own family, morning and night, in all our night prayer, in all our morning prayer. And then we began to pray also concerning the Joshua. So when I came on Facebook, I saw Simon Ekpa, who I know since 2019. By then I don't like his speech. I don't like so many things because I came up through one man, say George Onibe. I so much love that man. He's an orator. He's a good man. He speaks well until he has a problem and join the person that brought him to the struggle. So, and because of that, he usually has problem with Simon. Simon at times, when Onion do his online, Simon will still be online. So, but I don't like Simon. So it was at that hour I began to search, who is this Joshua? Suddenly, Simon appeared. And while Simon was broadcasting, the Lord said, this is the Simon. This is the Joshua. And immediately I saw him. He was baptized with the spirit of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came inside him. And he began to speak with authority like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I said, yeah, that is him. And I called so many people, I told them, the Lord have delivered, have shown us actually that this young man is the person. We are going to back him. That's how we join force in prayer, praying for him, which I suppose not to. Because looking at the background of his message, when I saw the dragon, I said, what does this mean? That now the Lord said, go ahead. Stand by him. This is the one. I kept quiet. I will continue. We'll continue. And that is why I keep telling all of you, you can't destroy Simon unless there is no God behind him. You can. One single man fought almost 90, IPOB claim there are 92 countries or 95 countries in the world. One single man, he has nobody to back him. He has nobody, he stood. They pushed him, they called him nobody. They thought he was an easy nut to crack. Along the line, nothing. He was able to withstand. Do you think that Simon was able to stand because I hear Papa Jamal being Ken? saying that they are the one who gave him back. Who is you to give him back? It is God that gave him back. You don't know what you are doing. Even if you came to support him, it is God that pushed you up to do it. Because if left to you, you wouldn't have. And you have never supported anybody in life who succeeded in any of this agitation. You has been with who was Rike. He failed because of the spirit inside you, the spirit of failure. You jump into Martin Nandekali. He was about to fail. God raised people like Simon to come and help him, to uphold him. And now you came to join the same Simon to bring him down. God had to use Simon to push you out, so that Simon can stand and the word of God could not go down. Listen, as long as God liveth, nobody, Simon cannot go down. Whatever he lay his hand over, this agitation will keep moving. So go and listen. UN envoy now came up, UN observers came up and told that the election is not correct. That Nigeria is divided under ethnicity, religions, and there is a demography war going on in Nigeria, which nobody, and that is what we needed. And that is referendum coming up any moment from now, very soon. You keep hearing it. And that is what the Lord said, that he will be leading until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out and Biafra will be declared. So that is why you see him redesigning our money. You see him bringing our government in exile, causing it to function. You see him meeting men that matters, and they are giving him accolade. You see him when he speaks, the Nigerian government is panicking and others. You are here talking trash. Listen, there are things I can't say here. Like 3 days ago, 4 days ago, there was a meeting held in Kano by the northern, by the Fulani themselves, and which British representative was here. It was 3 days meeting. They just finished it. That they have done the worst mistake in life for allowing Obi to rise up and reach to the point where he has come, that nothing again will revise, and allowing some of the northerners who they stole from, like one of the senators that won the election with Congress. I don't want to call his name. He is the origin, the indigenous origin, and you know what it means. I will not go further. So please, if you are fighting Mazi, be rest assured you are fighting God. If you are fighting Simon, be rest assured no matter whatever Simon do, listen to me and listen attentively. David counted Israel for a census. God killed 70,000 died for David's sin of counting Israel. David's sin of counting Israel. So God has a way of dealing with leaders. God says, no Israelite king should marry more than one wife. David, how many did he marry? Yet a man after God's own heart. God, how many did Solomon marry? All the kings that God said they did good, how many did they marry? There is something that God needed in a man's life as a leader. And I see it in the life of Simon. Simon is a spirit man who is more stronger than so many of us, who can come up and say, I am sorry. Who can come up and say, if it was Rike speak anything good, he say, from now nobody should fight him. And people like us who say, what is this man saying? The other lady some time ago came up who has been insulting him, say something good concerning Simon. Simon came and declared, from now nobody should fight him. He is one among us. Whether he's deraying, whether he's saying bad or good, nobody should fight him. Can you do it? And look at where we are today. Thank you.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Good evening, good morning, fellow Biafrans all over the world, depending on where you are watching from. Today is the 24th day of May 2023, and we are live on Enter Biafra. We are live on Voice of Biafra 97.5 FM in Biafra land. We are live on all platforms of the autopiloted IPOB. We are live on all platforms of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, Broadcasting Department and Media Department. We are live on the channel 2 of the Enter Biafra. And this evening, we have come to continue the awareness for Biafra liberation. And as we are preparing for the vote of no confidence on all the corrupt and criminal politicians who has contributed the highest percentage in the subjugation of Biafra people within the Nigeria Islamic State, there are some of the things we are going to unveil or expose this evening. The plan against the Biafra people who, according to them, voted them into power. And we are going to be very specific in some of the points we review today, especially as it concerns Ifa Nyoba, the spokesperson for the senators from the Southeast Caucus of the National Assembly. This evening, the Biafra Republic government in exile will warn the entire Southeast and Eastern region politicians and caution them for what is to come. It is no longer acceptable for them to continue to play the hide and seek game with the life of the people of the Eastern region that make up Biafra. We have a very reliable intel that Ifa Nyoba is now recruiting miscreants and criminals and give them guns to hunt our security men and kill them. I am not warning only Ifa Nyoba this evening, but I'm also warning you who will join him or join his militia group to fight against our freedom. There will be no place to hide for you. Biafra people are not smiling. Nigeria government has killed, disappeared many people in quest to get our freedom. If you make yourself the tool of the enemy, you will be treated as the enemy of the Biafra people. So this evening, we are warning everyone who has decided to work with Ifa Nyoba in the name for whatever nomenclature. And he will be giving you gun, give you machete, give you charm to stand somewhere in Nnewi, that when you crosses there, your charm or whatever power you have will disappear, or that when somebody crosses, the charm will give a sign that this is an IPOB member or this is the Eastern Security Network. I want to make it categorically clear this evening that everything that Ifa Nyoba is planning, we have it in our palm. So it is for your own best interest that you don't pick up arms against Biafra. If you are picking up arms, pick up arms to defend Biafra people. Pick up arms to defend your women and children against Nigeria-sponsored terrorism. If you want to pick up arms, do not pick up arms against Biafra. If you do it, the land of Biafra will take charge and you'll be gone and gone forever. We have entered a stage where nobody will kill any Biafra and go free. except we don't know. But if we know you, Biafra people will revenge. They will hunt you down. You can't kill any Biafra again and go free. When Biafra come, the relevant laws will begin to take its course. For now, we are going to go to any length to make sure we protect the life and properties of people, especially after the 29th of this month, when Islamic State will be officially declared in Nigeria. If you do not understand what Islamic State means, Muslim ticket is synonymous to Islamic State. And they have succeeded. So after 29th, if you are in Biafra land, carry arms or machete against Biafra people, count yourself the enemy of Biafra. You will be hunted down by Biafra people. And this will continue to happen until our freedom. So this warning is to those who have gathered with Ifeanyi Uba to arm people to fight against Biafra. We know that you must not agree to support Biafra. That's what makes us human. That's why we are seeking a peaceful exit from Nigeria under a democratic process called plebiscite. So everybody must not support the disintegration of Nigeria. Everybody must not support Biafra exit. And we understand that. So all you have to do is to organize yourself and counter what we are doing, why we must stay in Nigeria. And if you win, good luck to you. And if we win, you must keep quiet and follow us where we go. They say majority carries the vote. That is what good democratic process is all about. We are the majority. 99% of Biafra people are supporting the exit of Biafra from Nigeria. It does not matter how you see it. And if you doubt what I'm saying, come on Monday and do your business. If you doubt what I'm saying, organize a referendum and let us see who wins. Until then, we remain 99% of people who want to exit Nigeria. And you cannot stop us because of your envy, your greed, and your jealousness because your people or you are not the one piloting the affair of Biafra today. And before we go forward to this exposition this evening, I want you to understand the rottenness in the Nigeria system. We have received the news that Wike, Ikpeazu, and Dave Umahi has moved to ensure that Ohaneze attend Tinubu's inauguration. These are the reasons why the vote of no confidence is coming on the 29th. We are going to list the names of the politicians from the entire Eastern region to make sure that after the vote of no confidence on the 29th of May, we will treat them as aliens in our land. The whole politicians will parade themselves only in Abuja and not in the southeast or south-south of Nigeria, which is called Biafra land. After the 29th day of this May, the liberation of Biafra will take its full force. And all of you that will be given a vote of no confidence by Biafra people through the Biafra Republic Government in Exile Cabinet, if we see you parading yourself in any position within the Biafra territory, you will be dealt with. You can't continue to claim to be representing the people. At the same time, you are killing them. At the same time, when the government sends military to kill, you refuse to talk. At the same time, you are indirectly and directly funding the ethnic cleansing of your own people. And we are very happy that vibrant men and women of Biafra has volunteered to make sure they protect our land against you. Against you and your cohort. Biafra land will be protected from the 29th of this month. We don't want to see any of you that your name will be mentioned as those that have been given a vote of no confidence to parade yourself as a senator, to parade yourself as a governor, to parade yourself as a councillor, to parade yourself as a local government chairman in any part of Biafra land from the 29th. I want everybody to take this particular information very seriously. We are now in liberation. I want you to understand that this is for your own good. This is for your own good. This is for the future of your children. This is for your children, for the future of your unborn generation. Nothing is more important in this life like freedom. And that's why we are doing everything to make sure that our people are freed from the Islamic subjugation. Now, I know that some of you may have forgotten because, the system of Nigeria is designed in a way that you forget things very easily. Last year, I made an exposition using a video of the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, where he rejected the petition filed by thief people who reside in America. He said, some of you in America, you don't have right to decide and speak for people in Nigeria. That is the level of impunity. It is the nomadic system of government that have destroyed Nigeria today. So, I am going to give you reason why the vote of no confidence is taking place on the 29th of May 2023. But before then, I am going to refresh your brain on what has just transpired today at the National Assembly. At the green chamber, at the green floor of the National Assembly, the House of Representatives. And I ask you to join me for the analysis of this video. You remember when I was analyzing that video sometime last year, when it happens to others, they think it will not happen to them. Today, it is happening everywhere. I want everyone to watch this video.
This is the first time in history that a deputy speaker will be challenging what the speaker is saying. Honourable members are in.
This is the first time in history that a deputy speaker will be challenging what the honorable speaker is saying. Last year, it was not him. They were still in the same coven, witch coven of the Fulani Caliphate. Today, the tenure of their grand commander has expired. And now, the Fulani terrorists and the Islamic State are now grabbing the power by force. And they are ready to tear anybody apart if you don't succumb to them. So Femi Fabaja-Mila did not see it coming today. But when that particular deputy speaker was attacking and refusing the thief people to submit the petition against the Fulani terrorists for killing their people, Femi Fabaja-Mila did not react or didn't do anything to call the deputy speaker to order. Because then, it was about their own interest. And that reminds me, if you are watching from Twitter, please, I urge you to join us on Enter Biafra, as we are going to cut you off from Twitter, please. Become a Muslim. He accepted. they sent him to Saudi Arabia. He converted to Muslim and he became the Speaker of the House of Representatives. Today, the people who knows his secret, they are challenging him because his tenure is ending and they have to grab this power by all means. Now, I want to bring this to your notice as well. Let us listen to this. Moment.
I have a petition from the Mutual Union of the Thief in America against the federal government of Nigeria. And the issue has to do with the ancestral land of the Thief people that seem to have been possessed in recent times through various attacks, and the fact that they are languishing in IDP camps till date without any intervention. With your kind permission, Mr. Speaker, I want to lay this petition before this honorable House.
The Thief people residing in America, Thief people of Benue State, the Middle Belt, residing in America, brought a petition against the Nigeria state for how the Fulani, allowing the Fulani and sponsoring the Fulani to overrun the ancestral land, chase them away from their land, and some of them are languishing in IDP camp. Because it is the agenda of this current government. Now, listening to how the man treated that particular petition from the Thief people. And I'm using this opportunity to call on the Thief people in America that your petition does not go anywhere. The only hope you have is to support Biafra. So if you have a friend in the United States that is from Thief, from this organization, please contact them. Tell them that their only hope is this Biafra. Once Biafra come, their freedom follows. So since they don't have any group that is agitating for their own freedom, they have to fall and follow Biafra. Because so immediately Biafra come, their freedom is guaranteed. So what they can do now is to support the Biafra liberation. And because we have now approval state, if you are a business person, you can support this struggle and free your people in the Middle Belt. Now let us listen to how the Islamic State agenda addressed the petition brought to the National Assembly about the invasion and the jihadist movement being sponsored by them. Listen to how this deputy speaker addressed it, and the Femi Fawaji Amila did not do anything about it.
Did you say thieves in America?
Right. The petition is from the Mutual Union of Thief People in America. Yes, there's a very...
If they're in America, could they really be an interested party here? Do they really know what?
As a pressure group bringing this petition, because they believe that they are also stakeholders.
Mr. I don't want to make a blanket statement regarding those who are in diaspora. If this petition is coming from those who are within the country, I believe it has a very good standing.
He said if the petition is being written by those who are within the country, then it will begin to make sense. So to him, anybody that is a Nigerian that is not in Nigeria is automatically out of the box, because they want to limit those who will participate, to only be those in Nigeria, because they can be able to capture them, kidnap them, kill them whenever they want, so that nobody can talk, because nobody is, they're gonna kill you. So he want to, and this is a man who is now vying the position of the Speaker of the House of Representatives. He is now contesting to become a speaker. And let me tell you, he is going to become a speaker. After they will make sure he become a speaker, because that is what they are. But of course, we are not interested in it. It is all about Islamic agenda. Now, I want you in America, those of you in America, thief people in America, who will be saying, "Oh, it is better. Nigeria is gonna get better. Nigeria is gonna get this. Nigeria is gonna." You can imagine when this man, who was a deputy or who is still a deputy speaker, become a speaker under your one Nigeria. You will all be dead. Your people will be dead. You stay in America, and all you do is to castigate Biafrans, castigate us. Now you have opportunity. We are stretching the hands of fellowship to thief people in America, and I'm ordering our cabinet in the U.S. to look for these TV people or thief people and actually communicate this organization or whatever they are, the pressure group, so that it will go down in the history of the liberation of Biafra. When these people begin to run to us for help, we are going to refuse. We will refuse them. If they refuse to support this particular movement of liberation of Biafra, which will further help them to get their own freedom, we will reject them when they come. So let us write them officially. We are going to communicate them officially. So please, the cabinet in the United States and those that are in charge of our the financial department or so, or the strategic and planning department, please take note of this. This organization that wrote this petition must be officially communicated and contacted by the Biafra Republic government in exile. All right.
No,
But these people living
people in America, yes, there's a very
if they're in America, could they really be an interested party here? Do they really know what is exactly going on?
Okay, yes, they do, because they have their family members and there are people here with them, and they are, as a pressure group, bringing this petition because they believe that they are also stakeholders.
Mr. Miller, I don't want to make a blanket statement regarding those who are in diaspora. If this petition is coming from those who are within the country, I believe it has a very good standing.
No,
but these people living in America and then coming to lodge now.
No. There are Nigerians who are not all resident there. Some of them are just studying. Some of them just went there to do courses.
No, if you say they are Nigerians, they are Nigerians. But I don't know if you have
Nigerian citizens.
If they have dual citizenship.
They don't have dual citizenship. They are all Nigerian citizens. That's why I said it's a union of an association, just like we have association.
Are you hearing it? He said he is trying to make a case as a nomadic man. All their agenda is not about the interests of anybody. The agenda is Islamic State, Sharia law. Even if they are dual citizen, ask him how many of these presidential aspirants, including the so-called Tinubu, doesn't Tinubu have a dual citizenship? Tinubu have a citizenship of Guinea, Conakry, or wherever. Is Tinubu not a dual passport holder? This man is sitting there telling you, trying to make a case as very stupid. But you know, in all these things, Femi Fagbajabiamila was enjoying it. He was enjoying it until now.
This is the first time in history that a deputy speaker will be challenging what this guy is saying.
It was also the first time in history where a deputy speaker rejected Nigerians in diaspora who were writing to them as their only hope, saying that Nigerians in diaspora don't have any right whatsoever to write to them about what is happening in Nigeria. Femi Fagbajabiamila did not say it was the first time in the history. It was fine for him.
Honourable members, this is the first time in history that a deputy speaker will be challenging what this guy is saying. Honourable members are invited to the official commissioning of the permanent site of the National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies scheduled as follows. Thursday, 25th May, which is tomorrow, 2:30 p.m. So Chairman, Business and Resources, let's make the order paper light for tomorrow because we have this, it's very important. The permanent site of Niels is at 2:30. So the good that we close at 2. It's at plot 307 Cadastral Zone. It's on the airport road in Abuja. Yes, sir.
Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues, as we are winding up, we have lost quite a number of period of time. For a commission of a project, for God's sake, why do we have to shelve a lot of activity that we have just to go and witness commissioning of a project of NILS? I want to beg, sir, that we should do our functions. Those who have the interest to go to NILS, they have the right to go there. But our main primary and function in this parliament is to make law, and our citizens should be more priority to us, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. Perhaps DS, you don't.
Mutual Union of Thief People in America. Yes, there's a very.
If they're in America, could they really be an interested party here? Do they really know what is exactly going on?
Okay, yes, they do, because they have their family members and there are people here with them, and they're as a pressure group bringing this petition because they believe that they are also stakeholders.
Mr. I don't want to make a blanket statement regarding those who are in diaspora. If this petition is coming from those who are within the country, I believe it has a very good standing.
No,
but these people living in America and then coming to lodge now.
No. There are Nigerians who are not all resident there. Some of them are just studying. Some of them just went there to do courses.
No, if you say they are union, if they are Nigerians, they are Nigerians. But I don't know if you have a dual citizenship. If they have dual citizenship,
they do not have dual citizenship. They are all Nigerian citizens. That's why I said it's a union of an association, just like we have associations in other states who are from another.
Register with the corporate affairs of Nigeria.
Which one? They
are registered with corporate affairs in Nigeria.
We can also begin to look at the fact that our Constitution, Section 40, does not stop association. Section 40 of the
I am not saying that if they are Nigerians and living in Nigeria are bringing issues. Agree. Away in this country.
Mr. Speaker, this is not the first time those who are not resident.
That is why
we even
the
have
Speaker has to allow the Speaker. I'm not convinced that somebody from America should come here and then be laying issues in Nigeria. I'm not convinced.
Okay, Mr. Speaker, would you allow for IT to also look at it?
First, when you read the clause says, then the Speaker is convinced of and the local standing of the person talking.
Diaspora department, even as a country, that the diaspora, and we do not.
Are you hearing it? And who is there? Whatever diaspora. Violating Nigerian law because and this is a country that some people will tell you, oh, it's going to work. And America is calling, Britain is calling, congratulating Tinubu. And so on camera and start saying because America is calling Tinubu, all of it in our head. I am not a lily-livered person exposed. Not only that I'm well exposed, I knows my right and I'm using it very well. I'm not anybody. Like I said, you people don't know what is pushing me. You don't. You will not even dare. When this impunity is going on, a phone like this Secretary Blinken, who was not even in Nigeria. He was coming to Nigeria and on his way from the list of countries that persecute Christians. He did not go to Nigeria. He did not go there for fact-finding. He removed Nigeria before he arrived Nigeria list. And because he is a secretary of the, some people, some stupid, idiotic people who think that we are in the same level of understanding. Because America, somebody in America, I am not a lily-livered man. I am supporting Trump. Because for the past, Trump was in power. It is democracy. People will choose who they support and who not to support. There is mess everywhere. Everywhere is a mess. It's a mess. Supported the impunity going on in Nigeria today. They were shouting, oh, this one is that these countries, that is human right to maintain your lane. Don't know, of course. Commission or whatever. That particular Abike Debris was confirmed or whatever of the Nigeria diaspora. She went through National Assembly. They confirmed her, Nigeria diaspora, whatever. But this man is here telling you, anybody from diaspora, because of the Islamic agenda, there is nothing innovative in building road or building hospital. The agenda is nomadic, their level of beauty with experience. I was telling you people that what the Fulani want to do is to make you become poor until you be drinking zobo and kunu. How to drink zobo and is there no hardship times 100 last year? It has increased, multiplied by 100. So, down to their level of poverty, and then they will deal with you people. Is coming. And I know the date. I know the date Biafra will come. And they will surprise us to how this man handled this case. Is that when he was doing,
not tell them that they are not resident in Nigeria. Honorable member of this house superintends over that. Nigerians, as long as they are Nigerian citizens, even in diaspora.
okay.
So this passport, who has said,
I will refer you to the functions of the Committee on Diaspora. Nothing relevant to what you are now presenting. No, you are referring me to so that I will understand. Yes, we agree.
Your concerns.
That is for, excuse me, that is for them if they have issues, for us to solve it for them, but I think they don't have.
Why do we bother about Nigeria? Why do we bother? Because we have a diaspora commission.
Please, I will not allow them.
Honorable Magbila, be guided.
Please.
Honorable Magbila, be guided.
Honorable
Magbila, be guided.
About what we've said.
Professor.
This is the first time in history that a deputy speaker will be challenging what the speaker is saying. To the official commission Democratic Studies scheduled at of the permanent site of the National Institute for Legislative and It's on the airport road in Abuja. Yes, sir.
Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues, as we are winding up, we have lost quite a number of period of time. For a commission of a project, for God's sake, why do we have to shelve a lot of activity that we have just to go and witness commissioning of a project of NILS? I want to beg, sir, that we should do our functions. Those who have the interest to go to NILS, they have the right to go there. But our main primary and function in this parliament is to make law, and our citizens should be more priority to us, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. Perhaps yes, you don't.
I was part of those that went for
it was set up.
So I have every information and idea as what this
by this same institution, the House, to go to Niels. What I said was, let's try and make it light and leave here by 2. If you want, we can resume at 10. We will do our work, but we will adjourn this House at 2 o'clock. I will witness Niels, because it is important to me. So, as I was saying, the second announcement.
Mr. Speaker, sir.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, sir. The parliament is about us, not about I. Thank you very much.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, this is the first time in history I've been in this House for many years, perhaps even longer than anybody here. This is the first time in history that a Deputy Speaker will be challenging what the Speaker is saying. Let us rise for Aisha Doku's.
I don't understand what you mean by challenging.
Let's rise for 1 minute.
That I should not make my contribution?
All right. All right, you all watch the mess. You know, when this was going on last year, for Brgie Amila, with the agreement he has with the Fulanese, it was okay for him. Today, he is shouting because the Fulanese are ready to grab the power at all costs. But of course, Biafrans are not going to be part of them after the 29th of this month. Now let us go straight to the southeast and south criminals. Why the world has been outraged by what they call the shenanigans in election. Wike, Ekpa, Umahi moved to ensure Ohaneze attend Tinubu's inauguration. They have already started sabotaging, validating impunity in the name of politics. Look at 3 of them. After 29th of this month, we will make sure that they will never be comfortable in Biafra land. 3 governors have backed up Ohaneze Ndigbo plan to honor the invitation to attend the May 29 inauguration of the President-elect Bola Tinubu. The statement issued on Wednesday, May 24th, by Ohaneze Ndigbo Secretary, Mazi Okechukwu. This man is not Ohaneze Secretary, for Christ's sake. So what is Iwanyanwu doing? So they are the one who has been funding and bankrolling this Okechukwu Isiguzoro, because he's not Mazi. So Mahi, Wike, and Ekpa has been the one paying the bill of this idiot. The Apex Igbo Socio-Cultural Body stated that Governor Dave Umahi of Ebonyi State, Okezi Ekpa of Abia State, and Nelson Wike of Rivers State have seconded their decision and are actively working with them to actualize it. the statement by DCC Guzoro said, Ohaneze Ndi Igbo worldwide is mobilizing massively to attend inauguration of President-elect Senator Bola Tinubu on Monday, 29th May 2023 at Ego Square, Abuja. So they are the one backrolling this guy because he is not the Ohaneze of Iwanyanwu. His own Ohaneze is a faction Ohaneze. You see what they do? They sponsor idiot to register with the Corporate Affairs Commission, and he was the one who registered, and today out statement on social media. Because he is not a secretary to Iwanyawu's faction of the Ohaneze Ndi Igbo. But look at it. The governors are validating the criminal. He was the one who placed a $100,000 bounty on my head. And I'm surprised he's not talking anymore. I have not seen him react to the government in exile. Or is he tired? Because I'm surprised. You know, he normally, once Simon Ekpa issue any statement, he will come. Umahi will tell him, oh, yeah, go and write. Is he tired of writing? Because by now, we have achieved a lot of things with the government in exile. So I have not seen him, you know, issuing statement. But I know that after this one, he will go and try again. I don't know whether Umahi have not told him to write against the Biafra Republic government in exile. Or he has not read about it. Because it is like all like him. Before any pararam he will write, they will publish it. So I'm yet to read. In case if you didn't know that the Biafra Republic government in exile is not in full force. So these are the reason that the vote of no confidence is taking place on the 29th of this month. And I want to make an announcement this evening. Remember, immediately after the vote of no confidence on the 29th of May 2023, we are going to start the inauguration of the de facto government of Biafra in the homeland. I want you to listen to the following announcement. Very, very important. Very, very important. The first inauguration of the Biafra de facto government, because by then we are expected to have completed to a very great extent the Biafra Republic government in exile. Now we are focusing on the structure back home. And I want you to listen to the following announcement this evening. Immediately after the vote of no confidence, we are going to inaugurate the following state and activate the de facto government of Biafra in homeland. We are going to activate Aba State. We are going to activate Ikumisa State. We are going to activate Ogbo State. We are going to activate Idung Ibom State. We are going to activate Itai Anang State. We are going to activate Kwara State. We are going to activate Bom State. We are going to activate Epie Ijo State. Of course, Ijo is on, Epie is on state. We are going to activate Sabama State. We are going to activate Calabar State. We are going to activate Ikom State. We are going to activate Aniom State. We are going to activate Eda State. We are going to activate Agbojogo State. We are going to activate Alanso State. We are going to activate Ohabonyi State. We are going to activate Olu State. We are going to activate Ibani State. And the rest of the state, the days of the inauguration and activation will be announced. And this particular state, the activation and the inauguration date will be different from each other. The details, information will be made public to the Biafra people after the 29th of May. The inauguration will take place badge by badge. And those states that will be inaugurated immediately after the 29th of May will be communicated and made public to Biafra people. And the way the de facto government is going to run is going to be secrecy as a result of security of the people that are involved. But I must inform Biafrans today that consultation has been done to all the states that will be activated in the month of May or in the month of June. The activation and inauguration of this particular state will run from May 31st to June the 3rd, 2023. And this particular ceremonies is very, very important and imperative that you as a Biafran tune in to all the channels and platforms of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile to follow up the event as they unfold. I want you people to understand that the de facto government of Biafra in homeland is the last phase before I am Bido Dowa Kanono. I want you people to understand that the de facto government of Biafra in homeland is the last phase before I am Bido Dowa Kanono. I thank you for listening to this particular broadcast and the announcements today. Let this particular announcement cut this particular section of the video and let it go viral. And like we have put warning to Ifeanyi Ubah to desist from recruiting criminals and militia to fight against Biafra, because it will not be condoned. Going forward, if you have a brother, if you have any sibling or any relative intending to join Ifeanyi Ubah militia group, advise such person to desist, because it will not end well. We are not going to allow anybody with arms, and that arms is not turned and channeled to fight the enemy. It is about Biafra. You will fail. You will fail even before you know how to shoot gun. I want everybody to understand that I am in this Biafra struggle to make history. The history is that to get Biafra freedom and free my people from the bondage and from Islamization. That is my only target, nothing else. And I must appreciate those of you in the cabinet of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, the work you are doing, the brain and ideas that is coming, the wealth of experience that we have. But I want to inform you this evening, there is a lot to do. A lot. A lot to do. Those who make Simon Ekpa their Biafra, they are fighting. Ignore them. I know how to deal with them. You can't fight me and remain the same. Anyị buteghị ike Pentecost. It is only for the Biafra and nothing more. Those who say Simon Ekpa is their problem. Simon Ekpa will remain your problem. Those who say Biafra will not come, you will not live to see Biafra. Or four, Kaijaga. I told them, Nkita na church ubosowa de anjo. I am not a gentleman. Do not think that I'm a gentleman because I have been voted as a Biafra Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. I am not that kind of Prime Minister of a state that is an independent state. Prime Minister is a Prime Minister of freedom fighting, of a country that is in exile, still fighting for freedom. So do not think, because I'm wearing suit, you will do anyhow and you go free with it. No. I'm a no-nonsense person. And I will hunt you with everything in me, legally and otherwise, when I want to. So those who make Simon Ekpa their problem, Simon Ekpa will indeed be your problem. And everything that follows me will be your problem.
He said,
it is very, very funny that some people, after having had the opportunity to sit in a meeting with me and know how I handle things, they allow the devil to possess them. And they begin to make mess of themselves. They fired the first shot, they failed. They fired the second shot, they failed. And they know that I never miss a target. I never miss a target. And I will never miss a target. I will strike when you least expected. The criminal in America called Bruce Fenn. I want to inform Biafrans today what transpired yesterday. When some Biafrans contacted Bruce Fenn to pull down the lies that Mazi Nnamdi say he is not, whatever. Bruce Fenn told them that he is not going to, that it will be shame for him to delete it. And I asked him, how then did you make such tweet? Do you know what implication? He said that the father of the wife of our leader contacted him and asked him to write something to counter what I posted. And he called the man his client. He told the Biafrans that contacted him that the man, the in-law of Onyendu, the father of the wife of Onyendu, is his client. So he has to write it. That's actually what happened yesterday, Biafra people. And the fallen demons who are not part of this Biafra movement, they begin to share it. All of them, including those who were fighting against Bruce Fenn when he appeared on my program. Because the money is not coming again, I left his group. The raise fund, it did not work out. And all they do is to say Simon Ekpa will go down. Victor Martin, thank you very much. They say Simon Ekpa will go down. They don't know. I don't want to talk about them. But, whenever the right time comes for me to strike, I strike once and I never miss a target. And that's exactly what happened. Now, you are going to ask yourself, I want you people to go to Bruce Fenn and tell him to sue, to take legal action against Biafra Republic government in exile. If you don't do it, then you that follows him and share that thing, you are a big fool. Go and ask him, when is he going to start that legal action against the government? I don't want to say, come here to talk, but I have finished my program today. And it is time to address some certain issues. And the people that are sharing it are not asking questions. Where are the so-called Caro White who normally come to write? Is Onyendu not talking to him again? But I have told you the story. The story is that Bruce Fem is denying and claiming that it was the father of the wife of Onyendu that contacted him, Bruce Fem, and asked him to go and write something to counter what I wrote. And Bruce Fem addressed him as his client. And he came to Twitter and claimed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? When have Bruce Fem wrote anything about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, about the suffering, the health issues, and all that? And you know the worst part? When we are now raising alarm to inform the world about the health condition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, none of the demons shared it. They are not interested in Onyendu. They are all interested is to bring Simon Ekpa down. They want to bring Simon Ekpa down. I have become your end in the Biafra movement. Not I will. I have become your end in Biafra struggle. I told you people, me is your bus stop, your last bus stop. So it is no longer I will be your last bus stop. I have become your last bus stop. And it is happening today. There is nothing you can do in this world. No native doctor. Nothing you can do in this world to come back and revive yourself. You can never. In this Biafra struggle, you can never rise again. Because you are a criminal. All of you. And Biafra spirit and the Biafra land knows those who are fighting with their heart and with everything in them. We're already getting Biafra. Biafra is here. If you do not see the green light of Biafra by now, it means you are not following up. I told you people that by the time we finish from April to May, you will begin to see the green light of Biafra. It is happening today. And more is coming. And you know, now that I am hammering on 29th of May, they will be waiting. So this idiot, they will be waiting. Oh, he is giving a date again. He is giving a date again, 29. And the problem is that they don't know how to fight freedom. How many of you have noticed that on social media, everywhere, they are sharing the video that we pinned on our Twitter page? How many of you have noticed that? How many of you have noticed that almost all the comedians that are supporting Atiku, are supporting Obi, are supporting Tinubu, almost all the comedians in Nigeria have shared the video where we were, calling the attention and warning the Igbos and Biafra people that if you are in outside the Biafra land after 29 of this month, you are on your own. We will not protect you. How many of you have noticed that the video is going everywhere? Because it is serving the purpose. We know what we are doing. So you can come again and begin to wait for 29th. But when we ask you to support the Biafra liberation, you are not supporting it. You are waiting for the miracle to happen. Staying by the side and waiting for what Simon Ekpa is going to do on the 29th. And then after that, you jump out again. Oh, 29 has come and passed. So when is the Biafra coming? 29 has come and passed. So when is the Biafra coming? Because all of you are just what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said you are.
Look at people of weak mind, very weak disposition. I need men and women made of steel. Nothing moves you. You continue to push forward, never knowing what it means to retreat. Only forward can you go.
Yes, thank you very much. Abis channel, almost 600k views on Twitter. Yes, you are right, almost 600,000 views on Twitter. So go and check. It is everywhere on social media. They cut the video, they are sharing it, they are advertising it. It is the secret, one of the secrets of Simon Ekpa in this Biafra struggle, and it is working very well. So only those who knows, they know. We have our template and we are following it, and we know what we are doing. Thank you very much. May God bless you. May God bless Biafra. May God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May God bless Eastern Security Network. May God bless the Biafra Liberation Army. May God bless Omuada and her husband. May God bless our media team. May God bless the Biafra Republic government in Ezra cabinet and all the committees. May God bless all of you. From here, from me, is good evening.
Look at people of weak mind, very weak disposition. I need men and women made of steel. Nothing moves you. You continue to push forward, never knowing what it means to retreat. Only forward can you go. Look at people of weak mind, very weak disposition. I need men and women made of steel. Nothing moves you. You continue to push forward, never knowing what it means to retreat. Only forward can you go.
Yes. Mazi, as it happen, it is shoe
24/7.
My brother.
Man,
Biafrans,
I have heard something. I am alive.
I am alive.
Biafrans. Biafrans. We have heard that the person who authorized the Bruce firm to write against Mazi Simon Ekpa is the father of Uchechi Kanu, the wife of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who says that instead Simon Ekpa will bring Biafra. Eh? May everybody die. And how can Biafra come in 2023? I want to bring the video. Because we talk with the show. Go on, my brother. I want to bring the video.
Bring the video.
Yeah.
So, Biafrans, lo and behold, things are unfolding. They said instead Biafra will come in 2023. They are going to die. And for sure, they are going to die. They have accepted to die. But all the people, go check out back here. I mean, they go ask them. Go check what it be named. All of them. And somebody, just imagine these people, their problem is just to making sure that Biafra did not come. If the father of that woman, no frontal lobe, can tell Bruce Fenn to counter the coming of Biafra, to counter Biafra government in exile, then waiting in Peking defeat it. Send them for share them for the stream now.
Has spent since 2012.
You know they hear me.
And people just come to
Ekpa.
Huh?
Share them from here now.
Okay.
Share them for this and make I share them, make the Biafrans follow them.
Okay.
Send them for
I share it in our forum.
Okay, put them for our forum.
Yeah, you go direct from. You remember when I was recording this thing? You called me.
Just put them for forum, make I share them, make people see them.
Just go to from 35 minutes up. You remember when I was recording this thing? You called me. I tell you something will happen later.
Put them quick.
It's in our forum.
Before we go, because I have to go. I have to be fast and go. So Biafra, frontal lobe woman. If the front now you are now getting it. They have employed the services of Bruce Fair to counter Simon Ekpa. But what these people don't know is that even if Nnamdi Kanu's father resurrect now, he can't stop. Even Nnamdi Kanu himself can't stop Biafra from coming. No, listen, Biafra has gone beyond the point of returning. Biafra has exceeded the point of no return. We are not returning. No. We are going home. We are not stopping. We are going home. Who say one joy this night?
People is hungry for their freedom, you know.
Make a post the link, but we no go there here to beg. We no go there because I never sleep for long. That is the link. I posted the link.
You see the message is in our forum.
Okay, let me bring it up.
People hear it, then we go. Go from.
Don't worry, I'm coming.
Start from 36 minutes.
I'm coming. I pasted the link. The person that wanted the link, I pasted the link. You want to come in from 36. Boom. All right, let's see. Frontal lobe. Let's listen.
Here's the result in the na-adịrị mmadụ nke zoro ezo dịrị Chineke mana nke kpuchiri ekpuchi nke zoro ezo ka Chineke na-ezi ndị ọhụrụ n'anya. Yeah, ndị ọhụrụ n'anya, but you cannot be empty and he will show you nothing. Enweghị ị ga-ahụ because you're busy making too much noise and following noise all over the place. So you can't even hear him. So you need to find that part where you can tap, where you can be able to see that is God can show it to you. I look at some people and I laugh because they think I see them for who they are. You think I don't know nothing about you? I do. Once you say hello to me, I know who you are already. So tap into the consciousness of your being so you see in the dark and hear in the midst of noise. A wise man once said,
I think that the man want to.
You need to be able to speak wisdom.
Mazi.
Pick it up. Capture that tiny bit of thing that can elude even the finest of minds. For you will be able to pick it. Why? Because you can tap. You can, in the midst of noise, you can hear. And in the dark, you can see. Connect with the power of discernment and you will see the glory thereof. If we connect to being able to discern, things, we will be better people come the end of 2023. We will, and I promise you that. But where we are today, we need to sanitize. Sometimes it's as if Nnamdi Kanu has spent since 2012 talking, and people just come. They don't listen. They listen to leader, our leader, follow you, support. We are formidable. We are indomitable. One wind, rubbish. Someone who can barely find the road to his house is telling you he's bringing you Biafra 2023 and you
yeah, stop.
Mazi, I don't want to listen to this woman, no.
But this message which Bruce Fenn delivered, someone ordered the father to send the message to Bruce Fenn. You can take it out. So things are happening. Now the kind of every time, all the news, punchy news, every news is telling us that Nnamdi Kanu is suffering. Nobody heard nothing from her. But they say we should not talk about that area. Who want to listen to it should go and listen to it.
Okay, Mazi Masha, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Masha, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, you have the mic.
Yes. Mazi Ndewo.
Ndewo.
Welcome.
Hello, Tunade.
I the man no.
Oh, every day. Ka we na po chibu ano ozo. Chineke mere anyị ebere. It's just that it's just like where I am, some group of buffoons. Let me use that word, buffoons. Set up what do you call it? WhatsApp group. They want to celebrate Biafra Remembrance Day. Masa. Loyalty, no, this thing. Say, loyalty, or is it Biafra government in exile, or is it the defunct? I use the word defunct DOS. I said, no. It's just to remember the people that died, that I might be alive. I said, I don't want to be part of this hypocrisy. Just I deleted my name straight away because I said, if you want to do anything, go and join the Biafran government in exile. Go, let us, focus on one point. You understand? There's one thing I've always realized in life. You understand? When we now begin to fight war on so many fronts, you are bound to lose the war. I think that is exactly what is happening to us. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it so many times. You understand? It is because of the treachery, because of this evil spirit that is in these people. They will never learn. They will keep sabotaging everything that somebody that that is. Mama saying, okay, come be Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. How many of them keep or make anything to push the needle forward? No, none of them. You understand? But anyway, I have said it so many times, and I'll say it again here. Time is the perfect prophet. Who is doing the right thing? It will show with time. Time will reveal everything. Time. But time will reveal who is the true person and who is the false person. You can use this opportunity. Mazi 247. Na yunu neme na abali nukuma vision 555 one and man no look at no bowler.
Thank you.
You understand? You know, so you will make a woman. I get every kind of in a very small way. I need again the thing of beginning. Only only my name and Kedim support on ya. Equally, I'm bamboo, and I keep saying it. A woman, man of too many words, but they believe him until we begin to with a lender as all law. Nda name and I buy your when Namun don't hossy, only ola meri alana sonso no alibo, a with a yazolo. Mazi to force near Traminiku, a with no wazolo. I had the too lenient enough. In the mafia world, sabotage is zero tolerance for sabotage. Treachery, zero tolerance. Until we begin to do that, these people will not learn their lessons. They will.
They will. Okay. We'll have somebody. If I in Nigeria. Mazi Polo, do you want to say anything? 555 Bishop. Before,
No,
because
allow Ifeanyi to join.
Okay.
Because I want to
Mazi,
sign out. I'm going to work a little
okay, now because we are going. But if you want to go, you're free to go because we will close now.
Yeah.
And the rest.
Okay, Biafrans, you know, there's nothing that happened in the night. The palm doesn't know. They says nothing is hidden in the surface of earth. Not on the sky, not down the sea, not on the air. Nothing is hidden. If you seek for the God, God will reveal everything. So, and again, ndị Igbo say, agbara ụzọ were mba, odechi. Then, ndị Igbo then says, ọ dị mma ka ikuku kuo, ka afọ ike ọkụkọ. Again, they says, if Pharaoh had just listened to the voice of Moses and let Israel go, God will not have a history he will register. That's why he said he hidden his ear, so that there will be history to tell. That's why we are talking about Old Testament and New Testament. If Ojukwu would have just get Biafra, we will not be part of it now. And Biafra is the last miracle. And we are firing it bomber to bomber. 29th this month. Stay at home. And the vote of no confidence. And the vote of no confidence is when we are voting the vote of no confidence in all these criminal politicians. We are also passing the vote of no confidence to all the criminal pastors, criminal evangelists, criminal deacons, criminal deaconess, criminal prophet and the prophetess, all those criminals that use the name of Jesus Christ to destroy our brain. Now we are waking up, and now our eyes is open. Nobody can close it again. We have history to tell. That's why we are fighting. Our topic is this month is, what will you be remembered for? This or are you waiting for people to come and get Biafra for you to come and enjoy? And we are telling you from 55 Vision.
So you see, anybody that is fighting him, it doesn't matter whether the person is an international body or international person, it doesn't matter. That person should go and think again, because Mazi Ekpa is a bomb. It's a squad. Angels of God are with him, you know. He's fighting without, he's not fighting with human strength. Because human strength can bring about fears, you know, and succumbing, just like DOS do succumb when the heat is tough. But this one, when the heat is tough, he gears his own heat higher than the one he is experiencing. And that's the man of the day, the man of the year, the man, Joshua of our time. God bless you, Mazi Ekpa. God bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Biafra will come. God bless every freedom fighter. Here we are again. Thank you very much.